Morning. It's Friday, the 22nd. I think so, about 9 o'clock Central Time. I'm going to do some replies to that post that I put on the Facebook group yesterday. We had a ton of responses. I love it. I might just pin it to the top. I'm not sure, but this would be a great place for me to look for topics of what people are looking for. Or I might like stop comments on this one and like maybe weekly post one or something. I don't know. Any other suggestions would be greatly appreciated. One that jumped out to me while I was walking around yesterday on spring break with the kiddos was where'd it go? Was Debbie's. Debbie Lamb. Did I say there's two Debbies in here? Okay, so Debbie's question about photo booth targeting. She owns a booth. She owns these. You go into different parties and that, and you got these portable. Everybody knows what they are, right? You sit down in it with your friends, and they usually got like goofy props, and you can get pictures, and they spit them out. And I don't know, even the new ones, heck, they might send them to you via email and such. I don't know. I see people posting stuff like that all the time at different especially around Christmas time and different functions, right? So if this is me, so I'm gonna put my head into. I just went out, spent some money, and bought me a booth, a photo booth, right? And I need to get some money so I can make the payment or get my money back, right? So one of the things I started thinking about, like, how would I treat this? So cool thing about this group is I'm not trying to sell you on anything. Not that all the other groups are, but like I'm thinking of like outside the box, like how might I do this? Like Facebook ads could work, but obviously you're going to spend some money. You're going to have to figure it out. And who would I target? I would target, well, let's start there real quick but that's not the first thing I think I would do if I own this thing, but I'll just go there really fast. So if I was going to, I don't know what that is. You guys are going your ad manager and just got like all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm not sure. Let's just pick traffic. This doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to get to searches. Okay, so in detailed targeting, right? So all I did was go in Ad Manager and hit create an ad, and I chose traffic. I'm not telling you to do that, Debbie. That's just what I did. I just wanted to get to detailed targeting. So let's see. What might I pick? Wedding. Let's see what this shows up if I put wedding venues. Dress, country house wedding venues. And I don't want to spend a ton of time here because I know everybody's watching. Like, what you do? Like, I'm not saying follow me step by step. This is what I would do though if I had it. So, would I search wedding venues? Let's see what this thing has. Wedding receptions, wedding anniversary, wedding El Vigo. I don't know. Maybe there's wedding. Is there booths? And maybe I'm being too narrow. How about this photo booths? Does that even come up? People who have expressed an interest in. Okay, so let's see what that does, and let's see what other suggestions engage. Okay, so, and if you've not been in here before, like this is just stuff I learned from Kevin's course, and then just from applying it every day. And then now I've got a team that I work with, and so I get help from them. Like we help each other, and we kind of find what we specialize in. Like I love sales, so I'm out hustling, talking to bigger and bigger clients. We've taken kind of that top up approach of like instead of like going to like the individual bakery, we might go to like the corporate office and try to get them on as a client, and then they sell our product for us, if that makes sense. I love that hustle. But if I bought a photo booth, this is what I would do if I was checking ads. So photo booth, and then here is all the extra suggestions once I type in photo booth. So you got engaged, bride, wedding planner. Hey, okay, here we go. So the next thing I do, if I didn't do it already, here we go. Okay, so I love Google Docs. I could take this stuff with me everywhere. So photo booth ideas. I just started a deal. What was that called? Wedding planners. Holy smokes, that's awesome. Let me do this. I'm starting to get excited. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, let's put the ones that I'm using next to each other. I usually open two ad managers. I'll do one in my ad manager, and I'll have one open in Audience Insights. Open my Google Drive, create a new sheet, title it whatever. So now I've got photo booth ideas, and what do I want to do this one here? I always forget what stuff's called. I know you can save an audience. I started doing that in the beginning. I had so many saved audiences. It was just like, um, oops, I don't know what I'm trying to do. Obviously, I'm not a Google Sheets whiz. Somewhere here. There we go. Nope, it's not going to work. Oh, let's do it like that. Let's leave that. Perfect. Okay, so wedding planners, I like that. And then venues. So that's detailed targeting Facebook. So I would go back into there and I would look around and I would check stuff. And that may be the thing. The problem is with these is you just don't know. It's people who've expressed an interest, right? So you got wedding planners, event organizers, newly engaged in the last 3 months, people in order, event planning manager. There you go. Special events. So again, I don't know why I keep lasering in on weddings, but I shouldn't. But that's one thing, right? Um, that event planning manager is good. And then the other thing I think I would do is focus, like if I'm thinking like who could be someone, man, where am I at on time? I'm gonna run out. Oh my gosh. This is why this stuff takes so much time, right? Like you might spend hours on this, like, um, okay, event planners, um, venues in my area, contact hotel and ask. So those are a couple things. Might do something like this. Like I'm thinking like a super local, right? Like so if I lived in Troy, Missouri, which I do, and I had this thing, I'm thinking KC Hall. I'm thinking the VFW. I mean, this is just where our redneck family hangs out, right? The VFW Hall. There's a local golf course called Woods Fort. That's like the upper end thing in my area. It's a country club, open to the public. And I'm sure there's other places, right, like that are here, I would imagine. And there might even be, you know what, there's some wedding shops on Main Street in Troy. I'm just doing this so because as my brain dumps, I'm going to dump it on paper because I'll forget. So that's one thing I was thinking. The other thing I would do is I would create a Facebook group. Um, I would create a Facebook group. I would get use Fiverr. I could post it. I could send you this link, Debbie. Use Fiverr to create banner. Make it look badass, right? Like don't just and maybe you can do this on your own. I didn't create my Facebook banner, right? Like here, where is it? Um, I didn't do that. And I didn't create this one on my YouTube page. I paid Fiverr, like $15 for both of them. And then I've been using them over and over. Like I actually have it on my LinkedIn account. And it isn't, I don't know, it may look cheesy that I have these all rolling over and over. I just started getting into LinkedIn the other day. I'm going to talk about that too. So I just used it. It fit. It won't fit for everything. Like they actually have a LinkedIn setting, but pay Fiverr and just start brainstorming on white paper and come up with some cool ideas. So when people go there, it looks more professional than like, you know how it is when you click on somebody's group or page and then on your cell phone, like it's half cut off. You just immediately get that impression that somebody doesn't care, right? So if they don't even care about that first impression, how good is their booth going to be or how good is whatever they're trying to sell me going to be? So I'll go back to my page. These are just some things. And then if I wanted to do a broader thing, wedding planners, venues in my area. So I did that on my page. So then I would go to Facebook and see, like, do these places have what Facebook groups in my area, or do these places have? So let's look up, like, I don't know if, what was one of those places? And then we also seen this Neo place. Was that it? Okay, so Neo on Locust. So let's see if Neo on Locust. And so it's okay. I mean, it's one thing to contact. So here it is. Here's their website. So I'm gonna go to the website and see if they have a Facebook page. Um, contact us. Okay, so it doesn't look like they have a link to Facebook. Doesn't mean they don't have a page. But you can contact them and you can put your Facebook group in here. Because here's the cool thing I've realized: if somebody sends me a note and they put, hey, I know you're busy. I know you probably don't want to talk on the phone. You probably get bombarded, daily by stuff. Here's my Facebook group. So I guess this is the thing where you make it public and not private. It'd be totally up to you, because if you make it private and they have to enter, they're going to think you're trying to get, collect their stuff, which you don't have to really collect anything. It's just like ask and you can get in. But you might think about it. You might just make it a public group. But I put it here and go, hey, check out my public Facebook group. You don't have to join. You don't have to like it. I'm not trying to collect your info. I know you're busy. You probably get bombarded by salespeople. I created this so you can see what I do. I think I can add value to what you guys do. But they may already have one. Who knows? But that's where my brain's going. I just made that up. But bigger than this, like there goes a timer, so that's 15 minutes. Bigger than this, though, is so we know we can contact each person individually, but this is what we started doing. We started going to places like this Neo or the Knot. Is that what it was? The Knot. So you might have the knot.com in your place. Check it out. I might even put that on. Probably copy this one so I didn't forget. Where's my deal? And I put all this stuff on here. I do it quick. And then I would go back and organize this page after I was done, right? And I know you're probably not looking in St. Louis, but it looks like you can just go to the knot.com marketplace, right? Wedding reception venues, boom. And so that place, the knot.com must be like nationwide, right? So I would go to the knot.com. Maybe one day I will. I'm a single dude. I'm going to go to the knot.com and I'm going to contact them somehow. I bet they would. Maybe they'd let you advertise. I don't know. Maybe that's so big that they wouldn't even want to talk to you. Maybe they already have their own photo booth person. I have no idea. But I would definitely try to reach out to these people. Here's rentals. See what they got. So there you go. So that's one way that I might start. Now, this might be an expensive route because they probably are going to charge. I would imagine they got 62 vendors. Oh, here we go. Source by. So different stuff. So that's one thing you could do. So Facebook group, and then go out into Facebook world and just start thinking about places where people go who are interested in getting some type of, you can check wedding groups. You could check real estate agents, insurance agents, those types of groups. They are famous for throwing parties and having fun. I know I'm an insurance agent and a real estate agent. Their brokers throw parties, and lots of them rent these photo booths because I've been to them. They're always there. We're having a blast. People are having fun. It's a great way to get people together. So if I'm promoting it, I'm going to promote, like, it's a great way for networking. It's a great way to bring people together in the groups. There's nothing more fun than seeing these people that don't talk much or aren't that close, and they get together in a group on Friday or Saturday because their broker's having a party or whatever. And they get into these photo booths and they're having fun. And then the company gets to post them on the Facebook page, and these people are posting them on. I've had some funny pictures of myself. I'm tagged in, and I'm like, man, I forgot all about that. So it'll help create. So I would show how your booth can help create people getting closer and networking better in organizations. Like that to me would be a huge selling point if I own like a sales organization, or even the wedding thing, right? Everybody wants to be in a picture. So show people how to get together and creating memories. The night lasts one night. You can create these silly memories that last forever. So that would be my angle as I'm sitting here talking about it. I've never owned a photo booth, but I love them. So one other thing I think I would do, if I had it, I just started messing with LinkedIn. I would create a LinkedIn account, and you can create groups in LinkedIn. I have not created one yet. It's on my list for this weekend or sometime next week, but you can do it. Like if you don't have a LinkedIn account, I would start one today, just at least get it registered. And then you can go into groups right here on this pad with all these little squares, and you can hit groups and you can create a new one, right? It's super simple. They don't charge. You can do it with a free account. And you could create one and start searching people in LinkedIn. Same thing, like event planners. Just start searching them and focus in your area. When it came to the Facebook ads, again, I would go back and do audience insights. We got photo booth. I keep 2 Facebook tabs open in my business manager, so I can toggle back and forth between my ad account and audience insights, so I don't have to keep and if I'm working on an ad, I don't lose anything. I really hope this is helping. Please, if you guys watch this, we're currently only expanding cities by region. No, why does it say that? I must have put that in the wrong place, and it's because I was talking. I don't know what I did. I guess I typed photo booth in the region. Okay, so I thought this as expected, but I wasn't 100%. But on Facebook in the United States, 82% of the people who are interested in photo booths are women. That's not a surprise, is it, guys? We're more interested in the women who want to go to a photo booth. And then this doesn't surprise me either, because these are people in the age of like getting married. So here's the first timers. And then here's me, the people who failed over here, and now maybe, oh, well, I'm getting close. I'm 44. So I better hurry up or I'm going to fall over here. Anyway, this is my audience insights of who's interested in a photo booth. If I just wanted to see, I don't even know if this would work, because if I make it this limited in St. Louis, Missouri, it actually works. I didn't know if photo booth in St. Louis would work or not, because it's such a smaller demographic. Sometimes that doesn't, right? You'll try nationwide, it's cool. You try local and it won't work. Okay, so still not a surprise. Women dominate. But in St. Louis, the percentage of the first, I would call these the first timers, right? Maybe not, but first time married people or whatever, 25 to 34. People having fun, right? So if I'm creating an ad, I'm targeting it here, and then here relationship status, 45% of them are married. So maybe they're looking for them for their kids, for birthday parties or something like that, or different family events. Maybe it's corporate events, who knows? 29% of them are single. 66% of them have a college education. So these are all things that you could go into, you could go into detailed targeting and add, right? Like, I want people interested in photo booths, and I only want women between the ages of 24 and 25. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. We got a major interstate that runs through, right, called Highway 44 that runs across the country, I guess. What we say, some people say Highway 44. It's hilarious. They even say it on the news. Okay. Wait, where'd that go? Where's my audience inserts? $25 to $44. Okay, so that's my dominating percentage. So of women. So that's what I'm going to use. That's pretty close to like 70%. So if I'm in my ad manager and I wanted to see in St. Louis, Missouri, 24 to 44 photo booths, and if you really wanted to start limiting, now it's telling me there's like 1,000,002. That's in the U.S. Dun, 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 dun. I'm not in here enough anymore. I get lost. In ad manager, I mean. Okay, St. Louis. Okay, so when I say photo booth in St. Louis, it's telling me that there's fewer than 1,000 people. I'm gonna open this sucker up. Sound like Stewie. Okay, so if I go 50 miles, I got 12,000 people. So that's still a very small group, I think. I guarantee you there's more than 12,000 people in that radius. Because let me show you something. If I take off photo booth, let me show you how many people are there. Let me show you how many women between the ages of 24 and 44. That's the goofy thing about this audience size. A lot of times this doesn't work when I do that. Anyway, I know there's more people. There's millions of people in Missouri. Most of them are in St. Louis area. So I know there's more than that many people there. But that's just stuff you have to mess around with. I don't know about your photo booth. I don't know if you can ship this thing. Oops, we don't want photography. I don't know if you can ship this thing. Isn't photo booth, isn't that, what is it? Oh, that would be operator error. So I got 12,000 people here. So, I mean, it's a place to start. And I don't know how far you'll take your booth. From this city to this city is like an hour and a half. So if I had it, and I don't know how much money it makes, but I would definitely could be interested in, going for more people. So you just have to mess around with that stuff. I hope this is helping. As far as creating the ad, that would probably have to be a whole nother thing. So it's just going to drag on. So I just want to give you some tips about how I would go about starting the process of finding my target audience and who I'm going to market to. So Facebook ads themselves, if I own that photo booth, my thoughts are I would probably want to start generating some revenue fast so I could have some money to spend on Facebook ads. So I'm going to start a Facebook group, make it look really good by spending a few bucks on Fiverr, start posting, and just, you see what I do? Just start posting in there, start posting tips, turn the phone on yourself and just start dropping things in there. Get that app called Magisto. I think you can get a free version trial, and then the upgraded version, I think you can use it free all the time. I spend like $30 a month, but that's so I can create like up to 7-minute videos. You wouldn't need that. Use those for testimonials for sales. So create some cool videos and then start your group, and then use this Neo thing and other places like it and start reaching out personally via finding people on the Facebook pages and messaging them, and in LinkedIn and messaging them. Post in LinkedIn, use hashtags in LinkedIn. I just started using my LinkedIn account and I've already got, like, this past couple days or whatever, and I got like 150 people following me, and I'm just specifically doing it on creating doing what I do with Facebook ads. So people, they work. The hashtags work in LinkedIn. Let me see. I'm going to pause and brainstorm for a sec. And here's something else I was just thinking of. I paused it for a minute. I was just sitting here brainstorming. But literally, we say that too here. This is how I would go about it when I was getting Facebook ad clients and they were doing all different types of things. This is what I had to do. I just stop and just get my head around it. I would meet with the client, and I did all my clients I met in person. I know a lot of you are working on obtaining clients, like using Facebook and doing virtual business, and that's cool too. It obviously works. But when I would sit with them or meet with them virtually through like a Google Hangout or something and ask them about their business, and it would really help me understand who they were, what they do, why they were doing what they do, who their target client would be, because most of the time I was completely wrong. And they would give me some tips and stuff. So knowing the photo booth business, think like, I know everything I know and I need to share it with people so they know how awesome this thing could be. I would create a Facebook or YouTube page. Do it today, Google it, figure it out. If you don't have one, you'll stumble around. It'll be so frustrating at first. It'll take you days to upload your first video. Again, whoever you use on Fiverr to create your Facebook banner for your group, have them make a YouTube banner, have them make some thumbnails, and have them make thumbnails so you can use them here. But here's what I would do. I would start posting I would make funny videos like best photo booth outtakes or something like that. And maybe you can just copy other YouTube videos. Kevin did a great video on that not long ago. Search his YouTube page on how to download YouTube videos legally and repost them. Or ask your customers, hey, would you mind with some of these outtakes, or if you do maybe you go to the events as you set up and you do some videoing and you have pictures. I don't know. I'm just thinking how can you make this a super fun thing and show people how it can just create this awesome environment and memories that last forever, right? And you could post those on your YouTube channel. And when you're messaging people, like these people at these bigger, like the knot.com, right? Or imagine you just picked up 2 or 3 large venues in a city of St. Louis who have weddings and parties. I mean, weddings aren't just, they do those mainly Saturday, right? 7 days a week, those places are hosting events. There's corporate events that are going, 7 days a week. So imagine you hooked up and you got a deal and you made a great relationship with someone there, and you had a YouTube channel and you had your Facebook group, right? And you could even start your Facebook business page and whatever, but you had these places where people could see all and comment, and you could also have all your links in here of what you do. I think that would be huge. That's the way I would approach it if it was me. The Facebook ads you can definitely do, and we can do another session on that one on it. I mean, designing the ad and stuff, that's just going to come down to pictures and different copy. I think that would work. again, you're just going to be spending some money until you find that sweet spot target audience and that ad copy that works. My thoughts are on the Facebook ad for the photo booth. If you target women in that age group and just leave it, like, and maybe I'm being too specific. You might just target everybody at an age up to this, right? Like well, I could be married or I could be single, but I'm a guy who's 44. We have events all the time. If I happen to come across one of those, I would probably click it. We've had many events, and that's something that we always go around in the group, like at Rotary, and somebody's like, I know somebody's got a photo booth. Okay, contact them. I don't even know who it is. The photo booth's just always there. So if I'm sitting there and I remember in a meeting, I'm like, oh, I seen an ad on Facebook for a photo booth rental. So I'm not saying it wouldn't work. I'm just trying to think outside the box about how you could start like super fast and get some business. Okay, everybody, I'm going to quit rambling. I hope this was helpful. Again, this all started from Debbie's question, and I know there's a bunch of others. I'll get to them. But her question in the post yesterday about photo booth targeting. So, all right, guys, talk to you later. Have an awesome day.